Hey everyone, this is Santi from Essential Investments. So, before we get into the video, as I'm sure you guys have read from the title, this video is all about websites and apps that will help new stock investors, new traders, look at what the whales are doing in the market, look at different apps to help you with your due diligence and just overall help you in the stock market, crypto markets. But before we get into that, I wanted to really take a time and say thank you guys again for all the support. My last video interview with the Forex trader had over 100 views in like 5 days, something like that. And before that, it would take me like 3 weeks to get 100 views, which for the small channel, it's getting bigger. So I really appreciate all the support on my Instagram, my YouTube, my Discord. Thank you guys again, and let's get to the video. All right, so the very first one, let's get started. The very first one is Simply Wall Street. So this one was referred to me from a friend inside of my Discord server, the one that's completely free, as I've mentioned prior. Inside of that Discord server, as I've mentioned prior, is completely free. Anybody can join. The link will be down in the description below. And he referred to me to Simply Wall Street. They have company financials. They have P&E reports. They have projected growths. They have a little bit of everything. They're phenomenal. I recently got into them, like I mentioned, and honestly, I love it. I do not have any. I don't get anything from it. I don't get a referral link or anything like that. This is just true advice. They're free. They have a free trial, but I think it's like $10 a month, $20 a month. It's nothing expensive, but it's definitely worth checking out. So let's get to it.
Okay, now on to the very first website. So the very first website is called simplywall.st or Simply Wall Street. So before we get into actually how Wall Street works or Simply Wall Street works, I want you guys first to look over here to the premium plan trial. You see how it says 4 days left? Let's click it. So I only have 4 days left on my free trial. I recommend anybody that's interested in the site, once I'm done explaining it, to know that you have a 7-day free trial. It's completely free, no commitment or anything. Definitely check it out if you're interested in learning how to grow your accounts and learning how to get more due diligence done. Definitely try it out. It's completely free, and I'm probably gonna go for the unlimited once this is done because I really like the unlimited company reports and unlimited stocks analyzed. But that's completely my opinion, and I want to let it be known that I am not sponsored for this. They have not reached out to me, and there's no referral links or anything. It's just my advice for this because honestly, I love this website, and you're gonna be able to really change the way you trade just using it, in my opinion, at least. So let's go back. So I'm not going to go too much into this one because we have a lot of websites to hit. So I'm just going to keep it short. And if you guys want to see a full breakdown of how to use Simply Wall Street to your advantage, type it in the comments and let me know if you guys want to see that. So let's start off with something simple. Carnival Cruise Lines. Let's see. Carnival Cruise Lines. So this is something I really love about this website. You can look up anything you want, any company you want, and it tells you from the executive summary all the way down to the ownership, company information, dividends, financial health. It tells you anything you want to know. It's honestly it saves you so much hours of due diligence, and it's amazing. So we can literally go into the snowflake analysis. Any company that you type up here, it has a snowflake analysis attached. So this is actually done from their team. And as you can see, it tells you what the evaluation is, where the value is, where the future growth is, where the past performance is, what's the financial health, and what's the dividend for the company. So they do not pay any dividends, as you can see here. The financial health is very low. It's 1 out of 6, and it makes sense because of the COVID pandemic. Past performance, 0 out of 6, and value, it's 1 out of 6 because it's undervalued, and everything is leaning towards the future growth. So their projected earnings are here. It tells you anything regarding the risk. If you want to see more information, you can literally just press View Data, and it tells you the information regarding the data, and same thing with the risk check. Anything is here. Let's just scroll down quickly. Share price and news. It tells you 7-day return. I actually really love this part. This was really entertaining to me. The 7-day market return and the 1-year return for it currently. Shareholder returns in the past 5 years, 7 years, etc. 7 years, 7 days, etc. It gives you any news regarding Carnival Cruise Lines or any stock you're looking into. the valuation, and much more. It gives you, honestly, it gives you everything you need to do some due diligence and get into it. It's amazing. It's an amazing website. So as I mentioned prior, I'm not gonna get too much into this one because we have this is a long video to go to, and I still need to hit the other websites. But this is Simply Wall Street, and as mentioned prior, if you guys want me to get more into depth as to how Simply Wall Street works, how you can profit from it, and how to even add your portfolios, and how to do the discover everything, anything you guys want to know regarding this, let me know and I can make a full video on that.
Okay, so the second website we're going to be talking about, the second website is called Whalewisdom.com. Whale Wisdom is phenomenal. The reason why they're great is because you can see what these other investors are investing into, such as Monish Pabrai, Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway as a hedge fund. You can actually see all of their entries, if they're putting buys, sells, or anything. It is great for new traders because it gives you, I do not recommend it just going based off of that information, but the good thing is for new traders, it gives you a starting point, so that way you know what professionals are looking at and what trades they're looking to get into or they have gotten into, and see if maybe you're still at a good position that you can get into. So let's get into the video.
All right, so this is Whalewisdom.com. So this gives you access to 13 Fs of like Warren Buffett, of Monish Pabrai. It gives you access to a lot of anything you want to look into, that you look up to for stocks, or any funds that you look up to, anything like that. You can actually just look up right here. So for example, let's do an easy one. Warren Buffett. All right, so it shows his sector allocations in Q2, Q4. It shows anything you want to know. Let's get this ad out the way. Anything you want to know, and the best part is right here. So it shows you what he's currently looking at in company wise, how many shares he owns, and it even can go as far back as the past of what he owns. So shares owned after transaction, all the shares he owns, and of which companies that he had, when they were bought. It gives you a lot of information, and this is really awesome because it gives new traders a route to view these companies, and they're like, okay, if I see Warren Buffett and Dalal Street, I see that they're all investing into, I'm just gonna say a random company. Let's say that they're all investing into Tesla at this date. Maybe I should look into why they're investing in that date, and maybe I should follow through, depending on if it's with your style, your trading style. Never just follow somebody just because they have a lot of money. It doesn't really have anything to do with that. It does have to do with more how they feel about the company, how they feel about the financials, and how you feel about it. So let's go to another one. Let's look up Dalal Street. Yep. Nope. All right. So it gives you their 13 F sector allocations, what they mostly focus on, like what economies, what industries they focus on, what stocks they have, their holdings, and it's awesome. So this is definitely a website that I recommend to all. Completely free, as mentioned prior, completely free website, and it's amazing.
So, website number 3 is just plain simple Google. So this it gets underestimated from other investors. I don't know why. People use it for their normal questions, for test questions, final questions, for any kind of question that appears. They instantly think, let's Google it. But when it comes to investing, it's not their first go-to, and it's strange to me. I've always used Google as a resource before any trade. Any trade I get into, I just Google what other people are thinking about it, what articles there are regarding it, what news updates has there been any tax cuts regarding that company or that industry, anything regarding that company or that sector, I would look up. So, for example, let's say I'm looking up Carnival Cruise Lines on Google. Carnival's Cruise Lines, once I look it up, all the news and articles would appear regarding that company, and that would give me more or less confidence in the trade that I'm about to get into.
As you can see right here, this is just plain simple Google. So let's look up CCL, Carnival Cruise Line. So here's everything everything you need regarding news, right? We can just go to finance. You can go to news. Let's go to finance first. It gives you the financials of the company. It's just I don't know why more traders don't use Google. It's a simple resource, but it gives you the information you need. Especially, I love it for news. So let's go back over here. News. It gives you updated news currently 1 day ago, 2 weeks ago, 5 days ago, 4 days, 1 day, and it's always updated. Which because it's just Google, it has to be always updated. It's an amazing search engine, and you can literally just look at the top stories. And I don't know why. I honestly don't know why more people don't use Google as a resource, but I definitely start recommending it to any and all traders. Before you get into a trade, just do a quick Google search, just check it out, see if everything is going the way that you think it's gonna go, and if that gives you extra confirmation, then you feel more confident or less confident in the trade.
So the fourth website. So the fourth website isn't specifically one website. It's a collection of different websites. But this is just known as the investor relations page. Almost any big company, any big stock, any big hedge fund, they have an investors relations page, which it's specifically targeted for the investors that are looking into that specific company stock. And it gives them more information. It gives them earnings reports. It gives them anything they need to know to be more informed regarding that trade and whether or not they want to invest in there. So a lot of companies have this. So right now we're going to check out one from Carnival Cruise Lines.
All right, now for investor relations. That one's really simple. All you have to look up is the stock, then investor. There it is. I don't even have to finish typing. Investor relations. Then you go to Carnival Corp. And there it is. It gives you any information regarding investing. You can actually look at through here. It's specific to the stock, which is something I really like because they give more information to other sites because it's their own stock. So they want investors to be well informed regarding it. So they have recent news. They have any upcoming events, annual reports, investor kits, anything you really want to know, and they even have investment calculators, historical lookups. Honestly, it's amazing. It's something that I recommend to all traders before you enter a trade. The investors relations, almost all, if not all, big companies they have one. So why not use that resource? It's completely free. So use the resource, check it out, and learn more. And if you guys want to see a video on how to really dive deep into investor relations, I can definitely do that. I'm not going to do it on this video because I don't really have the time to be able to allocate it. But if you guys want to see a video just on investor relations, that's something I can do.
Okay, last but certainly not least, this I recommend to all new traders. I use it for myself on a daily basis. Probably check it 2 to 5 times a day. Is Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance is amazing, not only for stocks, for trading. It's also good for any business information, what's going on with the economy, and it's amazing. It's definitely something you should be looking into daily, even if you're not trading. It's just good to have that market information. So before we talk any more about it, let's get into it.
All right, last but not least is Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance is phenomenal, not only just for stocks, it's just overall for the markets, news, anything you really want to know. It has cryptocurrencies, ETFs, anything you really want to know, options, bonds. It's amazing. It's an amazing site. I'm not gonna get too much into how to use Yahoo Finance because, like I mentioned, I do not have much time in this video. But if you guys want to see a full breakdown on how you can use Yahoo Finance to your best ability to use it to upload your portfolio for anything you want to use it for, I can do a video on that. Just let me know in the comment section below. But let's just go into a company, right? Let's go to Carnival Cruise Lines. So here it gives you all the information regarding the summary, regarding the charts, information, financial statistics, anything you really want to know regarding the company. It's all here. It's kind of like the other sites I've mentioned. It's just extra confirmation for traders. Like I mentioned before, I always recommend before you get into any trade, make sure to really do your due diligence. Check out all the websites I've mentioned, especially the free ones because it's free info. Google, Yahoo, these are resources that every trader should be adding into their toolkit before they're entering every trade. The reason why is because you can actually know more about that trade, get more information regarding that trade, and not just kind of hope that you're gonna come out in the green. That's the main difference that separates a gambler and a trader. A gambler in the market is somebody that they would over leverage and just try to win big all the time. And I used to be that way regarding scalping, and that's how the fastest way that you can lose money, I can honestly say. But the difference between a gambler and an investor is a gambler, they throw their money into a stock or crypto or forex and expect to make more money and multiply it, but they don't really understand how it's functioning. And an investor is somebody who analyzes a stock, crypto, or forex so much that it becomes like their baby, pretty much. That they know everything regarding that company. They know how it moves. They know how it breathes. They know how the market fluctuates regarding that company. And that's how you should be regarding any investment opportunity you get into. You shouldn't just invest your money just because, Juan Pepe told me about this stock. It's like, no, you know what? Like, my friend told me about this stock, but in reality, I did my due diligence, and I don't really like that stock. I don't really like the future earnings for it. I don't really like how it's looking. And just that little change of you doing your research before entering any trade will change how you actually trade fundamentally. So let's disregard that. Let's go into this. Oh, sorry. Let's go into the chart. You can actually see charts. You can actually, I don't know if you can actually mark up here. Can you? Oh yeah, you can. Wow, awesome. You can actually mark up your charts. Okay. Wow, it actually includes chart markups, conversions, conversations, stats. It has a little bit of everything. So I definitely recommend this to all.
Thank you guys for sticking to the end of the video. As mentioned prior, the Discord link is in the description below. Make sure to click it and just get access to the free stocks. It's free. Why not? So make sure to click that link, and also make sure to follow me on Instagram. I am always posting any moves I'm making regarding business, investments, stocks, cryptos, forex, anything regarding that. I'm always posting on there. So make sure to follow us. And besides that, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Essential Investments.